at a smile. Every 3 minutes, a
Wait,
baby
phone's on
is born
silent.
with a cleft,
Yep.
making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. In America, most children with clefts receive immediate care, but others around the world may never have access to the surgery they need to thrive. Smile Train is changing that. As the world's largest cleft charity, our sustainable model has sponsored more than 1.5 million smiles. We offer training and financial support to local medical professionals so they can provide life-changing surgery and other essential services
No,
at
headphones
no
be a good
cost to
idea.
families.
They wanted to see children to hear the difference that we make. And for me,
Hey,
being
10
on
seconds.
the bucket with pilot, knowing what they went through is so life-changing for me.
Help us change the world one smile at a time. To learn more,
Huh,
visit
where'd you get those headphones? It's like air traffic control.
Burger, burger.
Hey, lights are hot.
And good morning, Vietnam. Welcome to Water Talk, broadcasting live from the Maitland, Florida studios, 105.5 FM. I need to wake up. Come on, wake up, Central Florida. Take us on the go with you today on iHeartRadio and the Florida Man app, and you just might get smarter. No guarantees, Brian McGuire.
What's up? Good morning. Guten Tag, Orlando.
That's what I needed right there. To my right, CK is in the house.
Good morning, everybody.
Okay. Got a cold?
Well, that's my radio voice, folks.
All right.
Yeah.
Stedman is here as well.
I try not to have a future voice.
What's up, Steven? Good morning.
Good morning.
321-339-1055. Just throw that number out here. Give us a call. Let us know what's going on in your world. Daytona 500 this weekend, Brian.
Yep, I watched the truck race last night and kind of fell asleep towards the end. But yeah, I love Speed Week.
Yeah.
That's why I'm fired up.
Yeah, that's why there's so much traffic getting to the studio this morning. Everybody's heading toward the beach.
Yeah,
Could be,
for sure.
Could be. I'm not a NASCAR fan.
Oh, show's over.
You're fired.
Why? You don't like cars that go fast,
I like
or
cars
you
that
don't
go
like competition?
I have a bad memory of the Daytona 500 because I went there one time with my brother, who's a huge NASCAR fan. And we got there, got in the stands, got a brewski, just waiting, and it started raining. And it never quit.
It always puts that on.
Yeah.
They feel like
It does.
Congratulations.
And we sat there for 8.5 hours in the rain.
So that turns you off of all of NASCAR?
I was never really a big fan of before that, but that just put the nail in the coffin right there.
Yep.
I don't know, there's something about just watching cars go around the circle. I get dizzy.
I did a left turn. Hey, folks.
That fires me up.
Now the highlights are okay.
Oh, yeah, that fires me up. I
Yeah.
love that. Oh, yeah.
I like sitting at the line. That's fun.
If you've been, I don't know where you were located when you went to that race, but if you would have, did you
Very uncomfortable wooden.
did you walk down towards the fence? So when those cars come flying by you, it's like
Oh, no.
F-16s. Wham, 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 wham.
There was no cars. It was a rain delay. They never did it. Oh, 8.5 hours. We scheduled for the next day, but I'm like,
I wonder if he said,
Yeah.
nothing went right for him.
Nothing.
I love my brother and all. 8.5 hours,
It was hard that it rained.
You really have to know something. Today's show is powered by CarterWater.com for all your water filtration needs. Great show ahead today.
But, sorry. One thing. We sponsor Water Talk Race Car.
I did. That's done.
Their track's a little different. Sorry about that.
Shout out to Water.
The opinions expressed by Carter.
Boy, there goes that flipping out, right? What did I say? Great show today. In the second hour, we have Eddie Poyer. I believe that's how I pronounce that last name, right, Tom?
Foyer or Foyer?
Poyer.
We'll find out when he gets on here.
Yeah, I watched a news article on him. That's how they said it. So that's how I'll say it. Eddie Poyer, former Apopka, Florida resident. Now he's up in Boston, I do believe. The founder of the Apopka Cancer Cases. He's going to be calling into the show. We're going to be talking with him about his experience over there in Park Glen Circle, there behind the Publix.
Yeah.
There in Apopka. So that's going to be an interesting conversation.
Yes.
Really ties in what we do and bring light to
Especially with what's going on right now. You know, water's all over the news.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like we knew something about that 3.5 years ago.
I know.
I saw this. Michael Jordan just donated $10 million to make a wish in honor of his 60th birthday.
Yeah, he's a bad. He is.
He's a rich.
He is. He is. He is.
Stroking
But-
$10 million check. Like,
Yeah,
That's all right. Yeah, that's all right. You know, he's giving it for a good
That's
reason.
awesome. I mean, obviously the guy's probably got hundreds of millions of dollars, so it's nothing right there. But he could have easily did something different with that, you know. and
Yeah.
Decided to do something good with
He
it.
could have gambled it away, but he didn't. Now I wonder if that's going to make the Make-A-Wish recipients. Hey, well, what if their wish is to shoot down a balloon?
$10 million.
There you go, kid. You might be able to make that happen.
$10 million out of work to shoot down a balloon.
You too can be the government and get a balloon, a little stopper gun.
Well, it actually ties into something, Prime. Actually, that's perfect timing.
Thank you.
Example of perfect timing right there. Because the Pentagon is declining to answer if they shot down a $12 balloon with a $400,000 missile.
Yeah. Well, they could use an arrow.
Well, coming a blog post from the Northern Illinois Bottle Cap Balloon Brigade, NIBBB, is a real thing.
What was that again?
I gotta say it
Yeah,
again.
say that 3 times fast.
We try one more time. The Northern Illinois Bottle Cap Balloon Brigade.
There you go.
Okay. I'm their spokesperson now. Recounted that he had lost contact with his hobby balloon on February 11th and was kind of cruising around 39,000 feet off the coast of Alaska. Pico balloons are small balloons equipped with trackers that hobbyists use to measure weather. And they cost about $12. Wow. U.S. military shot down an object in the same area at an altitude of 40,000 feet. On the same day, the balloon went missing with a $400,000 AIM-9X Sidewinder missile.
It's probably buried under here.
So,
It's getting hot.
Well, we were talking before the show. We can go to Hobby Lobby and buy a $12 weather balloon ourselves, or make one, and just put a cart of water on the side and send it up.
Talk on the side.
Watch a Sidewinder missile take it out.
yeah, we fly our competitors. See what they can.
Scan them. Scanning the airways.
When asked whether oh man, it's going to be one of those. When asked if the Pentagon got with the NIBBB, we have nothing to provide on this. Is their response. So,
Deny.
guessing.
Are they ever going to come? They're never going to come out and say, "Yeah, guys, we made a mistake. We blasted out a $400,000 rocket at this $12 balloon. We were just overzealous."
See, I'm not up to. I know what the whole thing about the balloons are, the Chinese spy balloons or whatever, but how did that even get into our airspace?
Which one?
I mean, how?
The hobby
Yeah.
one? The one that was a hobby one?
No, the one that we actually shot down, the China one.
No, because we watched it. We knew when it took off. We tracked it when it left China the whole way, and we just watched it and watched it.
Just ignored it.
And
Yeah.
well, enough people started
Basically,
seeing
yeah.
it, and we complained about it, and then they shut it down.
Same thing happened in actually across the last 3 years from 2016 to 2019. They had like
You know-
3 or 4
Really?
that they tracked, but didn't shoot down in those circumstances.
Yeah, this ain't the first time anything like this happened. But I was curious because they missed one of them, didn't they? They shot a missile and missed it.
No, they got it, but it fell in somewhere in Alaska,
Yeah.
or I'm sorry, Canada,
Mhm.
and they're trying to find it. Of course, those covers.
Yeah,
It was shot down over Alaska and then landed under Canadian Air Base, and that's where they were joint searching with the North
Field
American
trip?
Air Task Force.
Oh my
Yeah,
God! Oh yeah.
That's it.
yeah. I don't know what story I was
A lot of
watching.
balloons.
I thought I was watching or listening to something said that they missed one, and I was like, "How? There's no way we can miss. Aren't these missiles they track what they shoot at? You can't miss, right?"
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much program it on your head. It's going to come get you.
They should just take a slingshot.
Yeah.
It's safer.
A slingshot.
Yeah.
Or you could do what I saw
ATIP
this,
slingshot.
I saw this meme. I just got back from Kentucky, you know, and I saw this meme, China balloon. Meanwhile, Kentucky, it's a bunch of guys with beer bottles going.
Yeah.
Not coming here.
I mean,
The last thing our spy crew installed was a shotgun in Kentucky.
and like CK said, we could have easily just took a helicopter. I don't know if a helicopter can fly that high.
What was it? 20,000 feet?
I wouldn't want to be
Not,
honest.
not safely.
39.
Military stuff, yeah. Not
Yeah.
safely. The smaller stuff.
I've only been on a helicopter a couple of times, and it's just, you know, not too high up, you know, just kind of overlooking stuff.
I would like to go on the military one. I flew around the tour ones you take downtown where they fly over
Yeah, it's kind of
Disney and
fun.
all. Yeah.
Held together with bubblegum and spit.
Yeah, it felt like that too, man. And that dude, when he was coming in for the landing, you could tell he's been doing it forever.
Yeah.
He's just zipping down. You're like,
Oh,
oh,
all the pilots still?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought my pilot fell asleep once when he was flying me over. Got a little uncomfortable.
wake up.
Yeah. What's in that cup right there?
We're over Tampa, dude. Come on.
I got my money worth today, but I only have enough gas to get.
Tijuana on the horizon. Come on.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I went to Kentucky last weekend. Go visit some family up there. Man, the water is horrible up there.
Yeah. How was it? I mean, like the tour happened.
The trip was okay. Trip up, no issues. Landed on the tarmac and then walk down the stairs, you know, into the airport. Took a little wake up call going back there, you know. Get
Like
some bustle.
Taking a shower, is that like getting sandblasted with all the hardness in the water?
And the water has its stench. I thought it was me there, but I'm like, man,
Is it that rotten egg smell or is it something different?
something different, man. And it's got a no, it's horrible.
Ass.
There you go. That's the word I'm looking for.
All right.
Smell like ass. I called the front desk.
That is the scientific.
My room
purpose.
smells like ass. What's going on? I mean, it was horrible. I mean,
I'm sorry, Mr. Water.
Well, that's the one.
I mean, I would
Look at that
literally
filtered mouth.
put some soap in my hand and just try to walk in the gone. It'd be just gone in a second. It's that hard water, and chlorine and everything else. It is, but a good trip. Like I said, I got to see some family and stuff. I took my nephews out to dinner on Saturday evening. They actually came back to the hotel and spent the night with me. Yeah, that's the first time we've ever actually done that. But
That's good.
yeah, so I've been hyping up something. I'm gonna go up there and go up there. We'll go to the Roadhouse. I love going. I haven't been there forever. So we get to the Roadhouse. It's like an hour and a half wait. I'm like, what the heck? I go to the other steakhouse, which just opened, hour and a half wait. Once everybody's walking around their good overalls and stuff. I don't know what's going on. And I realized Valentine's Day on a Tuesday.
Oh, they're like, oh, this dude's got two little boys with him for Valentine's Day.
I was not going that way. No, what I'm getting at is where I grew up at. If a holiday lands during the week, not like Christmas or anything like that, but just like a Valentine's Day, it's always celebrated the weekend before. That's when you go out to eat and things like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a Kentucky rule?
I don't know. Did you guys have that rule?
No.
Pennsylvania, yeah, growing up.
Usually
Same
we
thing.
Shut down.
usually we would celebrate all holidays on the day of the holiday.
See, Valentine's Day, though, that's smart to do it either right or
Right
a couple
before-
days before or a couple
before
days after.
No, everybody had that idea. Everybody.
Yeah.
But so we ended up at the mall. I have not seen a mall so packed in my life. What's going on? I guess everybody waiting on that hour and a half to eat. We're at the
Went to the
mall
mall.
walking around, you know. And, but we ended up at Cheddar's and, you know, had a nice little.
This is pretty good.
Yeah. But,
Trash kitchen.
Yeah. Cheddar's is,
Allegedly.
yeah. Well, you know, the reason I don't go out on the 4th or any holiday really to go out to eat is because I don't trust that they're cooking the food the right way because there's so many people.
Yeah, volume.
Yeah. You know, they just keep it under a light or something. I don't think it's fresh.
well, we'll find out if it is or not. Up on a break, it's Water Talk on Florida Man Radio.
So as you know, I was here last week. Did you get the sound effect thing figured out?
Not yet. We're gonna have to come in.
It's like everything we've been trying is just not working.
Well, I'm starting to figure out that
And nobody really helped. I mean, we had meetings, even with what.
Oh, that's not good.
They were talking about.
Good buddy Carter Burks with Carter Water at a house doing a full house install. Now, we're not in my house, but I do have this system in my house, and I love it. Thank you to Carter Water for what you guys have done for me.
Absolutely.
Not only am I saving money every day because we're not buying bottled water anymore, Carter, the shower feels totally different now. Why is that?
Well, because you don't have any hardness in your water anymore, Justin. Calcium, magnesium's gone, the chlorine's gone as well. So all you have is good, clean water.
And the cost. I paid $0 up front and literally the cost of a couple of bottles of water per month, all while having much better water. Why is the Florida water so bad?
Well, because we come from the Florida aquifer. The aquifer is polluted. It's full of everything we do up here gets down there. Then the city has to hit it with so many chemicals to make it safe to come out to you.
Right. And you know, we have families. I have a family. I feel so much better now that my family's protected from that bad water. I think what people don't understand is when you're bathing, when you're showering in the Florida water, that's also not good for your health.
It's not, because your skin will soak it up. You just don't drink it, you consume it through your body as well.
And what kind of process is that? Is this a several-day deal? You're going to have to uproot the family, or is this fairly simple?
There's no backhoes or bulldozers involved, I guarantee it, because our patented technology with NASA and the EPA, it provides good, clean water throughout every single faucet in your home. So whether it's here in the kitchen, in the bathroom, you always are protected with good, clean water.
So when you leave this house today, this family is going to be able to turn that on and drink fresh, clean, healthy water. Is that what you're telling me?
That's it right there.
$0 down, payment plans. You're going to pay so little per month. Do yourself a favor. Call my man Carter Burks with Carter Water today. You will absolutely not regret that decision.
All right. What am I going to say today?
Now, Puronics has been around for about 70 years, and they've adopted NASA's silver ion technologies. It means it was developed to purify water for the astronauts. It's also used in major hotels and
We'll figure it
restaurant
out.
chains.
Anybody else want to do a live read
Carter
on the
Water is
whim?
an authorized Puronics dealer. If
What's
you have
that?
bad water,
Anybody want to do a live read on the whim?
you get a free water test. You'll be surprised by the water
Well,
you're
he's
drinking
sponsored.
compared to what you
Are you
could
gonna
be
live
drinking
read
with Puronics. Bad
I
water.
don't think he's on board
Call
yet.
Carter, 407-889-0349. 407-889-0349.
Okay, Carter, stand by.
Go to carterwater.com. Get clean, healthy water for you and your family today. Puronics and Carter Water.
Hey, it's Carter here with Water Talk. You know what I hate? I hate bills. You know, the ones that pile up on your table, the ones you know about, but there's one that you do not know about. It's called your hard water bill. You've been living with it forever. It's been in your home, throughout your pipes, wreaking havoc on your home and family. So go to carterwater.com, find out now more about your hard water bill.
Nailed it.
Good job.
Oh, yeah. Hit it now. Let's do it. Hey, welcome back to Water Talk here on Florida Man Radio. Prime music. Come on. That's a good one. Chris Bentley. Wow. Wait. Wrong day.
I don't know.
Biggest fan
I
of
know
that?
it, but I don't know it.
I know, but I can't say.
I know it.
We don't know it. We don't know it. What is it? What do you think you guess? Take a guess.
Initial TT.
Oh, let me guess. Travis Tritt.
That's it.
Bam.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do is give me initials. I'll guess it. I'll crack the code.
You know, I saw him once. He came to, yeah, right. He came to Mount Ford, actually, to an acoustic concert. Just him and his guitar, and tell stories about all the legends, you know, Waylon Jennings, Hank Jr., all that. It was like one of my top 5 concerts I've been to. It was just so
Storyteller concert.
Yeah, it was so good. I didn't expect that. I thought the whole band was. You get there, you're like, oh, come on.
Is he in the same decade as Mel Tillis?
No. He came on the scene in like 1989, the class of 89. They brought you Garth Allen, Travis Tritt, Doug Stone, guys like that.
Like Oaken.
No, Dwight Yoakam, no, he was before that.
Was he?
Yeah. He's actually from Pikeville, Kentucky. See, he and Patty Loveless were born in the same hospital. I know a thing or two about country. We should just do a show.
Patty Lovelace?
Patty Loveless.
Oh, Loveless.
Yeah. She got a transition with bluegrass now.
Yeah, I like
But yeah, a friend of mine, well, I guess you call it, we were in school together with Jason Carter. He's actually on the road with Delbert, what's his name? I'm having a brain issue right now. The bluegrass guy. Anyway, he on tour with them, and he actually went out and did his own tour. He was sending stuff. So back on the he just won a Grammy. No big deal. Just a Grammy. Okay. Prime, I think you've got a special segment here.
I do.
You know, so it's that time of the show.
Sorry, I forgot the water sucks, but we got this, Prime.
That's okay. We wouldn't be true if we were perfect.
Yeah, that's very true.
Oh, yeah. If you're driving right now on I-4 and drop another 5 miles per hour to that pedal. No, I'm joking. All right. So today's prime example is brought to you by carterwater.com. That's carterwater.com for all your water treatment needs. Go to carterwater.com. Bad water, call Carter. All right. We got today's prime example. We're going to be playing a clip. And Stedman, go ahead, buddy. Let's roll it.
All right, let me sorry, hold on 1 second.
He's already jamming. He doesn't want to put the clip on.
That man, quit dancing and get to work.
All right. Pause it. Eatonville, this is our area of trouble. Right in our backyard, right here in Orlando, Eatonville. They've been having this huge water issue for, I think it's dating back to 2018, 2019, somewhere in that area. And we're going to watch all these people in their positions that have a say-so fixing this. We're going to watch them scramble.
Yeah, absolutely.
She did, and this is after biometrics went to a meeting Tuesday and shocked the entire town by saying that it was not safe to drink. I just spoke with the DEP directly, and I asked them all about this. They said right now
The water was not safe to drink. The water was not safe to drink.
Non-potable water.
And you catch what she said at the beginning, they didn't notify anybody. So they're letting it happen. I said, so we got to watch all the previous mayor and the current mayor scramble back and forth, pointing fingers. It wasn't my fault. It's his fault. He's like, it's not my fault. They make 70,000. It's their fault. I didn't do it. I didn't know. I didn't do it. I didn't know. They're just, it's the same old, man.
Three-card
Keep
money.
it under the rug.
Yeah, it is. It's horrible. They knew that the water was not safe, period. And they let it go for years. And they're still under violations. What is going on, man?
Well, it's sometimes people just don't want to face it.
Yeah, let me finish this out right here. We're going to have a twofer today.
A twofer? Oh, wow.
Yeah, right here in Orlando, this is a prime example as to why you need to get your water tested. And Mayor Gardner, the D-bag of the week, douchebag.
Oh, that's a twofer.
Twofer. Got a twofer out of that one.
Okay, all right.
And if she wants to challenge me, I'll bring her on the show. If you're listening, if you know her, tell her Water Talk wants to talk to her. I'll bring her on the show and we can debate this out right here.
Sounds good to me. I mean, sometimes, I think it's one of the reasons of our success is because when things come up, we deal with it.
Yeah.
We don't take a back seat, whatever it is, and then you have, those individuals that don't want to do that. They just kind of just shove it to the side and kick the can down the road, as you say. Someone else do it.
Yeah, but the problem is, the scariest part of all this is when they know, they don't say anything, and they let these people bathe, shower, cook, drink, mix their juices with this water that they know is unsafe, and they let it happen.
And it also ties into our panel next hour with Eddie Poirier. He'll be talking about unsafe water. Here in this Central Florida community, it is all the water comes from the
It is 48, by the way.
48.
Yes.
My
48.
these guys from Kentucky, we just can't talk. Okay.
That's
I
it.
couldn't say.
Well, let's say within this time frame, they know, because it's been years. We're not in a month or a week, the water's been bad for a day. No, it's not that. It's been years. What if any of the thousands of residents contracted a major life-threatening disease in their water because they were never notified?
Right.
Never given the option to have good water.
Never. it's just that if you want to piss me off, this is the best way of doing it. I don't care if you're a senator. I don't care if you're the local resident of the United States. I don't care if you're a councilman. I will debate you.
Who made first notification? Was first notification actually from the
Probably a letter in the
local
mail.
office?
Well, I'm assuming that there's going to be some people that notice something's going on with their water because the story doesn't say who made the first contact with them. I mean, they're probably listening to Water Talk and they're probably doing something smart and they call the city and say, hey, what's going on with my water? Is my water safe? And they're like giving them the runaround. So they probably call the local channel and get them on the news over there, start asking questions, and then they can't answer the questions. And then they start blaming everybody else. And then I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know.
Seems like a blame game.
Guillotine
time. Eat the rich.
Sometimes, you just don't have a word for it.
No.
Because it's, you just don't.
It's unacceptable. If I was that unaccountable in my job, I'd be fired.
Yep.
I mean, we all
3 years of a lack of accountability. Yeah.
People's health is involved here. That's
not knowing is half the issue.
Yeah.
When you don't know something. Like you go buy a new car, right? And the brakes don't work. They know, they don't tell you.
Yeah.
They can go out anytime. Right. Not knowing. Well, hopefully they get. Hopefully everybody gets their act together over there.
Well, I'm going to keep following this story. I'm not going to give up. Mayor Gardner is going to hear from Water Talk every Saturday until this water gets fixed.
Let's go do a live broadcast.
Right in their driveway.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody in need and listening, go ahead and give us a call. Something to say.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to you. 321-339-1055. Give us a call or text the show. Love to hear what you're experiencing over there. And remember, your water comes from the same aquifer that everybody else does. All in Alabama, up into South Carolina. That's the Florida aquifer. So this is making the news now, but how many other areas aren't?
Yeah.
Right.
Especially smaller areas with less news going on. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's funny because the story's evolving. Because I did a piece on this story a couple of weeks ago, and the piece back then was just, hey, there's a boiled water alert in Eatonville, and as we always talk about, we don't know why you had to boil the water, and now the story's been evolving over that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe get somebody.
Nobody ever finds out the moment they should be boiling their water. They find out well after they should be boiling their water. That's a perfect example of that.
Yeah, unless you happen to be watching that news station or listening to that radio station, wherever they decide to broadcast, or on social media. Your house, they're not going to go knocking. Oh no.
This is all across the nation. This is our dirty little secret we don't ever want to talk about. That's why we talk about it.
That's it. Well, there's been much more going on in the news as well. We'll talk about it here. Just give you a little prequel when we get back from the break. We're all talking about, everybody's talking about the train derailment in Ohio there next to the Pennsylvania border. This isn't over.
Oh no, we got ramifications years to come.
No, I mean, I was just up there and not in that particular area, but I was in that area. I remember waking up, I think it was last Saturday, and I was like coughing, my chest was congested. And I thought I was just flying and stuff like that. And I actually did not know that was going on when I was up there. So I don't know, but there's so much that we'll talk about this when we get back from the break. There's so much. It isn't just a train derailment, folks. This is bad.
Yeah, it's the destruction to the local environment, the local wildlife, and the people that live there.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that when we get back from the break. It's Water Talk on Florida Man Radio.
Keep that mayor in the bucket.
You made a friend.
He actually called. That was him who he called. 48.
So he pronounced it as. Wasn't sure if he used the right pronunciation.
You still on hold?
No, he called in. Back to 10 o'clock.
I just calling.
Somebody's listening to the show and.
Hey guys, I'm Mark. This is Tracy, and this is Flex. We are.
citycraft.com.
Girls and boys in poverty around the world are dreaming of a better life filled with dance, art, music, and knowledge. They dream of a brighter future with enough nutritious food to eat, a chance to learn and grow.
Real cold all of a sudden in here.
Yeah, that is a little chilly.
I did that the last time we were in here with Heather, I think. It's comfortable, all of a sudden it's just like, maybe it takes the AC a minute to get going.
It's definitely a little chilly.
Yes. For me to say that, that's it's cold.
Education, life skills, and so much more, so we can grow, thrive, and believe in themselves.
Hey guys, I'm Mark. This is Tracy, and this is Flex. We are the owners of Elite Body Fitness and Nutrition here in Apopka, Florida. We opened back in 2004. We have a great 5,000 square foot facility. We're going to take you guys on a quick tour and show you a little bit about what we do.
Let's get started by showing you our free weight side. We have a full variety of free weights, from dumbbells to kettlebells to medicine balls, and we go from the beginning athlete to the most advanced athlete, from our kids who are just getting started to our elderly who just want to stay in shape. That's what we're all about here. On the cardio side, we have a little bit of everything. We have low impact to no impact to high impact, wherever you want to go. We have our treadmills here, followed by some arc trainers. We have anything you'll be looking for in cardio. So if classes aren't your thing, but you know you still got to get that heart rate up, come on the inside and hit it up with our cardio in here. And the last piece of our in-house gym is right over here at our Olympic lifting station. We pride ourselves on being able to accommodate everybody, but we also love to teach our members new things, whether you're just getting started again or whether you're used to 3 sets of 12. We're gonna get you out of that mindset, get you a little out of your comfort zone, teach you some new things. Now let's take a tour of our back. Hey everybody, welcome to our back room. This is where
49 or go to CarterWater.com. Get clean and healthy water for you
Right, Senator.
with Promise and Carter Water.
Yeah. And welcome back to Water Talk here on Florida Man Radio. I have no clue. No clue. What is that? What is that?
What is that?
I can't answer the question.
I can't either.
No, Soundgarden.
I will.
Soundgarden.
No. Is that Soundgarden? I told you.
You told me, but it's a Shine Down.
Shine Down. My fault. Shine Down.
I figured you know the song.
I do know it.
Jacksonville.
I'm actually practicing playing
I
it.
know more about Shine Down than you do.
You do?
That's all I know.
That's I'm like Stephen is passionate about this.
Yeah.
I know.
Jacksonville, and that's all.
I know that one song they got. I think the guy's a pretty good singer. I do. I just can't remember the song I like.
I cut the chord. That's a good song. The drummer just, to me, just
Yeah, the drummer, their drummer, awesome.
Which one was like their mainstream hit?
That's one of them.
It didn't make it to my mainstream. 321-339-1055. Number call and chime in. Welcome back to Water Talk. We're talking about, before the break, we're talking about the train derailment there, East Palestine, Ohio. A mess. 8:55 p.m. on February 3rd, 2023. About 50 cars derailed in East Palestine, a town near the Ohio-Pennsylvania border, with a population of about 4,800 people. Out of the 141 cars on the train, 20 were carrying hazardous materials, with 14 of them carrying vinyl chloride. Now, vinyl chloride, if you're not familiar with it, it's a bad thing. It's not good. Not good.
It's a killer.
Yeah, it's a straight up killer.
Straight up killer.
Yeah, it is, especially when you burn it. So that's how and I don't know if that's the right way.
Let's change the molecular structure of this hazardous chemical already. Let's burn it. We'll make it a gas. This way it can just have a nuclear fallout for the whole town and animals and wildlife and the environment. That's a great idea.
You can see like the mushroom cloud from airplanes were flying over that area. Yeah. You can see people taking pictures of this big black glob up in the air.
Yeah. This is the biggest embarrassment the way all this has been handled. I mean, it's just absolutely embarrassing, and this is so important. This is a real deal. This is very, very important to be dealing with, and it took them like 13 days or plus to get over there, even to start fake testing.
Days later, and they're just now setting up clinics to check people out for
falling from the sky in Lexington, Kentucky.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you know what they're doing? They are going house to house. I'm not going to tell you where I saw this, but this is from a very reputable newscast.
Okay.
Just one I don't really like to watch. I just like CNN. But I saw it.
I don't like it, but I watch it.
Yeah. I'm trying to get all the info on this. But these people are going around, knocking on the doors, and they're getting them to sign this piece of paper to come in, to let them come in and test the water in the house. There's fine print that says at the very bottom of this paper that they're signing that if you sign it, you are excusing them harmless, and you can't sue them or anything to do if your water tests bad. And all these people, so the families, not everybody's going to read that fine print. And they're going to sign that piece of paper, and then something's going to happen. Someone's going to contract some cancer, some rash, some disease, something and then they can't do nothing about it. They waive their rights.
Man, oh man, oh man. And you may ask, why are these materials transported via train? Because it's considered the safer way to get it there until they, go off the tracks. That's not a good thing.
No, but they're not talking about why or how this happened. They're talking about the incident itself.
Mechanical error.
Mechanical error.
That is the reasoning.
Yep.
That sounds like a
easy way of saying I effed up.
Our product control is horrible. When's the last time they were serviced?
Well, USA Today analyzed 10 years of federal rail incident reports and found out over 5,000 incidents of hazardous materials spilling or leaking from trains that were either in transit or sitting in rail yards in 2022.
In 1 year.
1 year.
Wow. That's nuts.
And people, if you don't get your water tested, we're giving you more than 1,000 reasons as to why you need to get your water tested.
Yeah. I mean, the aftermath of this it's just not like you scoop it up and go away.
No.
You've already contaminated the air. You contaminated the soil. The creeks. I mean, the wildlife.
Which goes into the rivers and the lakes. Yeah. Did you see that video of J.D. Vance? I think that's J.D. Vance. He had that stick and he scraped it across the little creek bed that he's in, and just rainbow color of chemicals all just covered the whole area of the water that he was in. You can't deny. How do you deny that? And how do you have that nerve to tell the people around that area
it's okay?
It's safe. The water is safe.
Yeah. It's like when we were talking to Robert Billet a couple weeks ago. The same thing started there with all the cattle. It started in the creek, and nobody did nothing about it.
But they did tell years. They kept telling everybody it was safe, even though it wasn't.
Well, a lot of times these smaller towns, they get shaft.
Yeah,
they get overlooked, like, right. But you got to realize that is flowing into the Ohio River.
Yep.
But the experts say the river's big enough, it'll dilute itself.
Sure.
The damn river's already got three-eyed fish. You don't need any other problem.
A little vinyl chloride in your water.
Well, the crazy thing about this whole tastes like chicken story, I don't know that. There is a movie out right now on Netflix. It's called White Noise. Have you guys heard of it?
I've heard of it, but I'm not that familiar.
I've heard of it. I saw previews, but I did not really until I read this article. White Noise is a movie that includes a train derailment in eastern Ohio, causing a toxic cloud to force people to evacuate. And it came out in August 2022.
Wow.
Accurately predicted what's happening right now.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
But this is good for a minute. I thought it was about somebody watching a TV at night or something, White Noise, but yeah, I'm going to check that out.
Yeah.
That's, well, I know that should be on What's Up With That. Right?
Yeah, what's up with that? You know, Pete Buttigieg, he's supposed to be taking care of this whole situation. He's supposed to be Johnny on the spot. That's his main job right there is transportation.
Mhm.
Yeah, this guy just comes out, oh, well, you know, there's 1,000 of them happen every year. I get, but if you're
Yeah, that's not a good way to defend the situation.
you're the one that's supposed to be ahead of all this, but you're like, oh, this
happens all the time, guys.
yeah. Under my leadership, it happens everywhere.
And it happened so quickly that 3,500 fish of different species died.
Man,
that quickly. That's one kind of killer.
Yeah, when you ever see blood when it hits clear water, it turns all red.
I have not.
I mean, it happens that quick.
Turns red?
Yeah, when you put blood in water. If I put blood in that bottle of water right there, or that propel, that it's going to have that pinkish color.
Welcome back to Blood Water.
I'm talking
blood water.
And then, you know, another train wreck happened by the same railroad company up in, I think it was Connecticut, right?
Chicago.
Chicago. Okay. No, what's the name of that? Norfolk or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then we got in Osceola County a plastic pot fire that's going on right now. And that's been, I think, burning like, I don't know, like I think it's like 5 acres or something.
Yeah, it was. It's all out, but it was.
But it's out, but what the after.
Right, exactly. It was.
You can't burn that much plastic and think, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, with the plastic pots for the plants that you see at nurseries, those plastic ones we throw away. But yeah, just sitting there burning. It's like if there was a mountain of tires on fire. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it just doesn't go away. Now you get all that in the soil.
Yep.
Down to the aquifer goes. Guys, get your water tested.
Yeah.
Protect yourself.
Yep.
You need to have at-home filtration.
That's why we have the show.
You can't. I mean, it's getting hard to really trust what's coming out of your tap. And Lord knows you can't trust the bottled water. It's full of microplastics and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, if you think, I mean, just look at today alone. You know, we come out, we're talking about these stories that are highly important because this is stuff that can really affect a person's health or your child's health. You know, this is very important. But if you're at home listening and driving right now, if you think your local government is going to come to you and say, hey, the water's bad and this is the reason why, it's never going to happen. They're always going to say the water's
bad, hold it.
They're always going to say it's safe.
It's all hold it.
I mean, they're straight up asking everybody in Ohio, all the people that are trying to defend this, they're like, hey, are you going to drink the water? Are you going to drink the water? Are you going to drink the water? Are you going to, you know, for the most part, they're saying no, no, no. But now that these tests that they come back and they're like, well, the city water is safe. The city water is safe. We're concerned about the wells, but the city water is safe. No, it's not.
It wasn't safe before the accident.
You know why they call that water safe? Because that's the water you pay for.
Yeah.
The well water is free.
Yeah. Well, prolonged exposure, I should say, to chemicals that are in your water. We're not sitting on here saying, you're going to drink a glass of tap water and get sick. Nobody's saying that. But we're saying prolonged exposure for 20, 30 years. Studies, not us, studies have shown, sometimes less, studies have shown there's cancer-causing elements in the water.
There are
byproducts in the water.
agents.
Yes. So that's not us. Go Google it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Get your water report for where you live. It will tell you right now the contaminants in your water. It has a list of the contaminants that's in your water.
Coming up when we get back from the break here in a couple of minutes, we have Eddie Poirier. Did I say right that time? Okay. Sorry, Eddie. I was right. These guys from Kentucky get away with well, he'll be joining us. He's the guy that really he started the Apopka cancer cases. Got his fame here on local media and social media. Horrible experience that he's gone through, and there's just been over in Park Glen Circle, it's one after another coming down with cancer, and he feels that it's linked to the water coming from Apopka. So he's only joining us here when we get back from the break, and I'm looking forward to that conversation. I've been a resident in Apopka now almost 25 years, and I've lived in different areas, you know, and every area that I would go to, it's bad.
Yep.
You know, that's why there's so much chlorine in the water out there.
PFOS, chlorine, arsenic, lead, copper.
On and on.
It's like an ingredient list. everything you need to
We're
know.
going to go to a break. Prob's going to be talking about that while we're going to break. It's Water Talk on Florida.
We come back on and on.
Anderson is offering no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18
That's
months.
Steve Faircap climbs the stairs at the John Hancock Center in Chicago, 94 floors to the top. It's called the Hustle of the
Is that other show coming into it?
When you watch
What's that, one more time? The show behind that.
Dude new. Poirier? Poirier?
Yeah, you got
15 seconds.
potpourri.
Come on.
Potpourri.
Eddie P. Eddie Poirier. Okay, here we go.
You guys know this one? Don't know it?
I can't say I do.
Hang on.
We're gonna have lyrics anytime this century?
You know this one, dude. No lyrics. This
Oh,
one.
no lyrics.
Close
Okay,
your
that's
mouth.
what I was waiting on. Welcome back to Water Talk here on Florida Man Radio. That's an instrumental by somebody.
Daryl, why don't you tell who that is? You know who it is.
Can't narrow that one down.
That's me on drums.
Oh, okay, local talent.
And that's
Local
Don. That's
talent.
CK on the lead guitar.
Okay, okay.
Whose garage were you?
I have a music room, and that's in our music room.
Recording studio almost.
Yeah. Damn near close, man. Damn near close. Bigger than this studio.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
I'll have to bring my guitar over and jam out.
Yeah.
Dust off the old music. Welcome back to Water Talk, 321-339-1055. You know, guys, every week we talk about water quality. We talk about what's going on, all the hidden dangers. Online right now, we have a special guest, Eddie Poirier, from formerly Parkland Circle there in Apopka. Well, welcome to Water Talk, Eddie. It's a pleasure to have you on here, sir. Now, you're formerly of Apopka, but you've since moved to Boston. Am I correct on that? Sure. everywhere. Yes. Hmm. Well, Eddie, that's why, that's why we've been, that's why we've been doing this show for now 3.5 years, talking about these things you're talking about. We've always said it's a dirty little secret that they keep under the rug, and we're pulling the rug off, ripping that Band-Aid off to expose these issues. Well, they weren't putting those in either. They recently, they got they got caught for that. I just recently had to put one at my house because they haven't been enforcing that for years.
That's basic physics.
It's true. Yeah. So I'm curious, Eddie, when you were talking there about Glen Park Circle, did you ever visit any of the? There's another neighborhood just to the left of that, right behind the Publix. Did you ever make any contact with those individuals? Hey, we're up on a break. I hate to cut you off. I'm going on a break real quick. Yeah, you want to hang out just for a few minutes? Okay. All right, it's Water Talk on Florida Man Radio.
You just gotta cut that dude off.
Yeah.
I know.
Corner and about 140 mile an hour on the front and back stretch. Don't forget free camping and free parking.
compared to what you could be drinking with Puronics. Bad water? Call Carter, 407-889-00.
I'm no good at guessing.
That all of us know except Carter.
Yeah. We're gonna have to broaden.
Is that Rooster? No.
It's close.
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 Same band.
Same band, yeah.
Who is it, CK?
It is, yeah, it's just name. Alice in Chains and
Yeah.
Man in a Box.
Man in the box. All right. Well, we don't have a man on the box, but we have a man on the phone. Eddie Poirier is back with us here on Water Talk. Eddie, you know, we kind of went a little long on our last segment there, and I didn't want to abruptly just say bye, but it was a great conversation. How can our listening audience get in contact with you so they can, you know, see everything that you're doing? It's the best way, Eddie. It really is. I mean, you can't rely on your tap, and you can't rely on your bottled water. It's full of microplastic. It just isn't what you do. Brother man, thank you for calling in. And okay, go ahead. Yes, yes.
Hey, that's great advice. Thank you so much. We absolutely appreciate that advice. And that's what we do here.
And you go to carterwater.com, you know, and that is Puronics. You just can't get no better than that. But check out Eddie on his Facebook page and give him a follow there. Thank you for calling in, and we'll talk to you again real soon, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, go check out Apopka Cancer Cases there on Facebook. And, you know, Eddie makes a lot of good points. That's why we do what we do.
Yes.
You know, at-home filtration is what you need. You can't rely on third parties to get you good, clean water.
No, this guy's been fighting the city from contaminated water issues that he's dealt with, and he's still dealing with it. And he's living in Boston. He's still fighting the fight because what's taking place in his life, it's really changed his whole course of his life.
Yeah, it doesn't matter when you go. It all comes from the ground, folks, and it's not getting any cleaner down there. I think I've heard that a time or two on the show, right?
Yep.
No, and then get your water tested. Get your water tested.
Absolutely.
You know, there's something to this, you know, and you know, and perhaps maybe the people that on these streets that he's talking about, maybe it didn't originate there, but it continues there because no matter where you grow up at, you're exposed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, it's that prolonged exposure that can harm you one day.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just, and those homes were built in 2002, I think, something like that. So you look at those pipes too, throughout all of Florida and beyond.
Right. I mean, when we're growing up and we are going to the doctors, you know, we don't get reports back from the doctor. Hey, you are more susceptible to getting a little bit of arsenic than most people. So, you know, you don't get stuff like that. But this is all that's in the water, and you have no idea how it's affecting you.
No, and your local municipality, they let you know it's in the water because you get a water report that comes to your house and you probably don't even open it because it's right in the garbage.
Yeah. And
Just where most of them go.
just like you said, you know, the DEPs, they're not following, the local municipalities most of the time aren't following the guidelines that they're supposed to be following because it's a trickle down effect. All the way up to the DC, they don't care. And then it trickles all the way down to the local governments and they don't care. And obviously, we just did the story on Eatonville, and you saw the same things happening there. I mean, it just happens. It continues to happen, and that's
all across.
It's left up to us, the homeowners, ourselves.
And then you get
fix
new
our
chemicals that are
water.
coming up too, like PFAS and PFOA and things like that.
Right.
Who knows what's coming? Who's waiting in the wing? You know.
Right. What's next? I mean,
in this corner, PFAS and his opponent. We don't know yet, but he's coming.
Right.
I hear that. What's that noise, Devin? You hear that noise? Yeah, how about that? What's up with that? You know, so this week's episode will make you kind of scratch your head a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
Excited.
You should be. This is compelling radio. It really is. Who likes orange juice?
Me. I like it.
What's your favorite brand, CK?
Fresh squeezed.
Fresh squeezed. The brand.
Tropicana.
Tropicana. Yeah. Brian, what about
Yeah,
you?
I'm Tropicana.
Okay. Seven, you got a favorite brand?
I've always been a Minute Maid guy.
Minute Maid. Anybody fond to Simply Tropical?
Yeah, I've had that.
That's the one that comes like the cool looking
Cool
clear.
plastic bottle,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I might have one of those in my fridge right now.
Do you?
I may.
Oh.
Yeah, boy.
You might want to throw it away.
Well, Simply Tropical is getting the squeeze.
What's up with that?
Okay, let's just say the Southern District of New York on December 28th, a lawsuit had been filed against Simply Tropical, who was manufactured by the Coca-Cola Company for amounts 100 times the allowable limit for PFAS. Wow.
100 times.
Does vodka
Jeez. I do not have an answer to that.
What's up with that?
What is up with that? Their label says all natural, smiley face ingredient.
That's the marketing. Yeah, that's the marketing.
Yeah. Well,
Jesus.
Now there's a lawsuit against them, so you may want to think twice about having that big glass of PFAS in the mornings. So you know me, I start digging. I start digging around a little bit, especially when you go, what's up with that? Is there anything else that makes you go, what's up with that? Actually, a new study has found PFAS in bottled water.
Yeah, I believe it. I can see that easily.
Published in the Journal of Water Research led by Johns Hopkins University, PFAS was tested on 100 bottled water brands. 39 tested positive with concerning amounts, they say. Now, they did not name the brands, of course, but they did say
on top of that.
Yeah, right. The purified did not have as much as spring water. Spring water, we know, Zephyr Hills, Avion, things like that that come straight out of the ground, loaded with PFAS. Don't know the brands yet, which is also kind of concerning.
Yeah, throwing up in my mouth.
Yeah, well, after I read this next part, so did I. Measurable amounts of PFAS are in your fancy seltzer water.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Perrier, you know that brand.
Yeah.
Okay. 1.1 parts per trillion. And again, there's no guideline from the EPA on acceptable limits of PFAS. That has not been passed, which is upsetting in itself. LaCroix, that's all of the shells. LaCroix, okay. I'm just butchering French. Canada Dry, lemon lime.
French Canadian.
Okay. Poland Spring Zesty Lime Sparkling Water. Bubbly. Blackberry. I tend to have some of those every once in a while.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, that's the one that Michael Bublé advertises on TV.
Oh, that's why I don't. I wouldn't even
It's like static.
entertain it.
Now, there's two left. Polar, or is it Polar? I don't know. Hey, look, you know, that's my brand I have in my refrigerator. Brian. Just like you have your orange juice, that's what I drink quite a bit of. Not good. 6.41 parts per trillion.
Oh, you're getting a healthy dose.
That makes you go, what's up and down?
What's up with
What?
that?
The number one drink of water, Coca-Cola, Topo Chico. It's pretty big out in Texas. I've seen it.
Taco Chico?
Topo
Topo.
Chico has PFAS levels of 9.76 parts per trillion.
Wow.
Rot your teeth out.
What's up with that?
So if you are a sparkling water fan like myself, you can get some Spindrift or sparkling ice. Schweppes. You should be okay.
Stick to the Miller Lite.
I don't know if you can still buy those brands, but that's what the article said. And that right there makes you go.
What was that?
It's everywhere, folks. It's everywhere. It's hiding in everything. What else is it hiding in?
Topo Chico.
Topo Chico.
Yeah.
I can't get that word out of my head now.
Well, we next time we go to look for it. I don't know if they have it here. I know I've seen it traveling before. It's got kind of a cool looking logo and stuff like that. I thought it was alcohol, but I guess not.
Wow.
But so more and more it's coming to light. These things, PFAS is showing up everywhere.
Yeah.
If it's in your drinks, what else is it?
Well, it's in the candy wrappers from all the food that you're eating. It's in your potato chip wrappers that protect your potato chips. It's in all the pots and pans that you make. It's in the firefighter foam that the firefighters use to put the fires out.
In the parts of your
It's everywhere.
refrigerator.
It's in the parts of the refrigerator. It is everywhere, and it's conveniently everywhere that can get into our system.
And once it's in there,
It does not
can't
get out.
it out.
Nope, cannot.
Can't. It's a forever chemical.
That's what they call it forever. You're not going to go to the doctor and he's going to fix you. It's unfixable.
Yeah, well, here at Carter Water, PFAS is becoming more and more of an issue. Puronic, they knew this years ago. They got in front of this and got the patents that prove their system, our system, can reduce or eliminate PFAS from your water.
Bam! And that
Guaranteed.
is correct. Yes.
Guaranteed. I remember when they first came to me about this, I'm like, I didn't really know much about it. That was probably about 3 years ago, 2 years ago. And since then, just in the last 6 months, it seems to be like just exploding everywhere. So I am taking the initiative right here, right now, of looking into getting tested and actually doing tests for those out in the field. So, you may not have it or you may. There's probably a good chance you do.
Very good chance.
But I'll test it. Your local city's not going to test it.
No, but I'm not going to. I won't be surprised. It won't be too long where he can go to the doctor and he can actually pull blood and test it.
You might be able to do that right now.
Yeah.
If it's in your body. But is it even on the radar?
Yeah, he's got. That's what I mean. He has to. They're going to have to design a test for it.
Right.
Like you said, they probably already got that.
The test do it.
Yeah.
Yes. You can get them expensive, but like I said, I'm working with Puronics to see what we have available. I know they have it. We just got to see if it's available on the residential side, not so much the commercial manufacturing side, so we can impose it. And once we go out into the field, that's what we do. We help families. We help families fix their water and live a healthy lifestyle. That's what we do. We don't do it to get rich. We don't do it to do this or that. No, not at all.
If we're not doing it, then nobody's doing it.
Yeah,
that's the point. If we're not putting the fight up, it's very far and few that anybody who will.
Exactly. Guys, we're up on a break. Don't go anywhere for more water talk on Florida Man Radio. Just realized my feed is frozen. Yeah. Welcome back to Water Talk here on Florida Man Radio. Yeah, that's some jamming right there.
Good stuff, Mike.
Yeah. Who we got there, Prime? Moving on.
Penny Lightning.
Oh, Lord. Long Ginger.
It's a little off.
I have no idea. Exactly.
Wow. That's all we make a good fit.
Yeah.
I know when it's
EC.
when someone says, I would oh yeah.
EC. Easy. Well, that's our last segment of the show. We'll move on. That's Mr. Eric Church. I know you know that name. Right, one of the biggest artists in country music.
I saw a concert on one of the country CMAs. I think he was on. This is a few years ago. But when that song he sang was like a really great song, kind of a rockish type song.
Springsteen.
At church.
Yeah, he has a song called Springsteen.
Oh,
pretty big. He has actually had a lot of rock and songs. He came out, very traditional sounding, but as he's gotten more longevity,
yeah,
he's got big glasses on now. And he's like a rock star.
Okay.
Can't touch him. Anywho, back to Water Talk here. It's been a show. We've had a lot of good information, a lot of emotions, a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm still waiting for anybody that wants to protect Mayor Gardner. Give me a call. Put you on the show. I would love to have a debate.
Send that to Brian at watersoft.com.
That's right.
There's a red dot on your forehead.
That's right. That's okay.
There's a boat going by in the lake out there.
I will stand by and I will take care of the community if nobody else will. That's fine.
It's a balloon.
It's a ballooner. That's what it is.
I'll hit the tree. There's a missile coming right after. Here's your tax dollars. Hard at work. I think we've got a segment here with CK. I need the glasses brand
You guys do.
This is sad.
Are we just going to listen to the song?
I actually stayed out there for a second. So I love the song.
Most segments just appreciate good music.
This week in history, one of the big ones was Pluto was actually discovered in 1930.
Was it the planet or the dog?
The planet. The dog is a little,
The Disney character.
older than that. Or younger than that?
Probably. I bet the Disney character's older. That's a good trivia question.
Look that one up. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not a planet anymore.
Which one came first, the planet or the dog?
I believe the dog.
Yeah, that sounds
Well, I'm sure
confident.
the planet came first because it's been
Well,
around for
yeah,
millions
but
of
as far as
years.
being named-
I want to go with the planet on that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll
it's
go with the planet. I think the planet's a few million years older than the dog. But yeah, nowadays, unfortunately, it is no longer a planet, which makes a lot of nerds very, very unhappy.
What is it, a star?
It's considered a planetoid, I believe, or a dwarf planetoid.
Why would you change it? Why not?
You remember?
It's not large enough to actually be classified as a.
Aren't you afraid we're going to hurt the planet's feelings?
Yeah, a little bit. Planet X is out there too, so.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a redheaded stepchild now. We just brush it off.
Sorry, Pluto.
In more exciting news, convicted serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer was actually sentenced to 15 consecutive life terms for what he did, the gruesome murders and tasty treats that he was eating.
You guys see that documentary?
I haven't yet. I've heard.
Oh, you mean the series on Netflix?
Yeah.
I've heard.
You watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, just kind of disturbing. Excellent documentary. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I forget the guy's name that plays
Guy who
Dahmer.
plays him, yeah,
You would
he's
think it
fantastic.
was Dahmer.
He's a great actor.
He played in American
American
Horror
Horror
Story.
Story, yeah. Multiple times, actually. Also, this week, a few things that happened with Fidel Castro in 1959. That is when he actually rose to power. That's the point where 1959, when we started getting into the missile crisis era. A little bit scary for Florida as well as for the rest of the United States at that time. What were you guys doing then?
I wasn't even around.
I'm born.
Oh, dead.
Dead. That's deadly. What were you doing?
What were you doing in
I wasn't alive
1959?
then either.
Well, what about in 1923 then, when Tutankhamun was actually unearthed and his tomb opened? It was an interesting one. We're still studying that years later. It's literally 100 years later, and we're still going through the first tomb. Yeah, the first big one on tomb. Yeah, absolutely. And that is this week in history.
All right. Thank you for that wonderful information. But I still want to know what came first, the dog or the planet?
Well, the discovery of the planet or the
Yeah, the
creation
discovery
of
of it,
the
yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to say,
I mean, old Einstein was doing something with that back in the day.
Interestingly enough,
I
they
don't
were
know.
discovered
I
and
don't
named in the same year.
No. Whoa.
That is,
All right, it's coming down to the
That's a
month.
good question.
It's coming down to the month.
Yeah.
let's see here.
Did it tell you in the month?
I have to see.
That's crazy.
You never know what you're going to hear on Water Talk.
We
That's why
know.
it's so important to tune in every week.
Yeah, we willed it to happen. I don't know how we did that.
You know, Einstein was the name of Dr. Brown's dog on Back to the Future.
Yeah, it was. This day in history.
Okay. We're waiting patiently for the month.
I think you forgot already.
Yeah. Can't find it.
Oh,
I'll have to break into the Disney vault tonight and see if I can find it.
Guys, I do got a great announcement.
Okay.
I got a FedEx envelope yesterday. Normally when those come to my house,
Not
it's
good.
not a good thing. But this was a good thing. And I forgot to bring it. It's the key to a Louisiana office.
Yeah, all right. Good news.
All right, so now we've got the key.
All right.
The key to our future.
Yeah. Nice. That's a great adventure we're about to take.
Yes. New Orleans needs help, and we're going.
Clean up those swamps.
I don't know if we're going to go, but is Mardi Gras going on right now?
It's February, so it's around the time of Lent. Yes, actually, I think it starts next week, I want to say.
So Fat Tuesday happened, I guess.
I'll look it up.
I don't know much
I'm
about my.
such a terrible Catholic. Hold on.
Me too.
Oh,
I'm a very lapsed Catholic.
Did you hear about that guy in Mexico was diving for these mollusks in the water because you get paid pretty good in Mexico to collect these. And
Mollusk? What is it?
yeah, there's been I don't know, it's like some delicatessen from the food from the ocean, crustacean thing, and people eat it. But there's been a lot of shark sightings in this area where they go to harvest these.
No.
And this one guy said, "I'm going to go anyway." Decapitated by a great white shark.
Kidding.
Nope, not kidding. You decapitation.
You can get decapitated at Mardi Gras starting on February 22nd.
And watch out
for those bees.
Those ghost tours.
So what are the beans anyway? Like,
What do you mean, what are the bees?
I don't know what beans are. But
Come on.
You get them.
You don't know why?
I don't never really know.
You want to see some girl with boobies? Go throw beads at them. That's the purpose.
Go out there, Kurt. You go and look for sure, see if you get any bees thrown at you.
Yeah, I looked at my shirt on.
You might.
Black eyes.
You might get a beat down too.
I was just going to keep my beans to myself.
Yeah, that's what
Roots for beads.
that's what those beads are for. So if you see a guy, you see somebody like a guy walking around, he's got a whole Mr. T necklace going on of these beads.
Right.
That's so he can throw them to the girls that he wants to see their
Oh,
boobies.
so that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the beads in a nutshell.
Well, just like to show
Or a coconut.
me your booty.
No, they won't. They only do it for beads.
About $20.
And they'll
That would
do
be
it with the beads.
That's how Carter spends the night.
See, this is a barter system we're talking about. You're talking about prostitution.
I must have went down the wrong road when I went there, I guess. All kinds of look. Even a cop. This is different.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna get a phone call next time.
Yeah.
You have a collect call from an inmate?
He knows stuff about bees.
Lord have mercy, what's wrong with that?
I don't know. It's called an energy drink. Probably got PFAS in it.
Yeah.
And it's starting to wind down. But it's a nice, beautiful day here in Central Florida.
Yeah, it is.
Expected in the lower 70s. Just a beautiful day to get out there and do something.
Yeah. Well, what you can do is go on carterwater.com and request a free consultation. Have us come out and test your water.
Yes, you'll get a free pair of bees when you do that.
Yeah.
I'll bring it to you.
It's a beautiful day for that.
I think tomorrow's supposed to be more the same, so it's going to be a good weekend to be outside. Maybe I'll spend a little time out there by the outdoor kitchen or something.
Yeah.
Do that.
What's the race?
What race is that?
No, I get busy.
Well, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be about 12 into it.
What time is it?
12 minutes.
12 beers.
Oh, okay.
It comes on like 2 o'clock.
I'm not sure what time it comes on.
Well, if it goes so fast, right? I'm like,
I watch them all.
Yeah.
I watch all the races though. I watch the shootout, which the shootout's always fun
Shootout's
to watch,
today, right?
man. I love the shootout.
The shootout is when they determine who starts where.
No, the qualifying does. The
Oh.
shootout gives people chances to get into the race that weren't able to qualify.
It's like a wild card.
Yeah, Travis Pastrana is going to be driving in this series, in this 500, which is crazy. Jimmy Johnson's back. He's driving a car in this.
Is Dale
this
Earnhardt
race.
still racing?
He's dead.
Oh,
I think he meant Junior. Did
You mean Junior?
he has a kid.
Yes, kid.
How about Davey Allison? How's Davey Allison?
Richard Petty still out there. Yeah.
Petty.
Are you still racing for moonshine? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in this week. We try to have a good time. We also got to be serious sometimes. Get your water tested. If you don't like me, call somebody else, but get it tested. It's very, very important because there's so many hidden dangers out there in your water. And don't just think, I don't drink it. You soak it up.
You've heard it all today.
Yeah. And you also soak it up. You take a shower, you take a bath, jump in your pool, whatever. You're going to soak that water up. You're like a sponge. You're soaking up all the stuff you don't want to. Get your water tested. Brian, any last words?
We are changing families' lives one home at a time.
See?
See you.